I didn't know I would be doing this video. I thought I was done. I don't remember who told me to, but someone in my chat told me to look at the Angry Foreigner's video where he quits YouTube. I'm just gonna open that up here. Now, if you watched my video on it, you would know he didn't really quit YouTube, did he? He was begging for money. He was begging for it. All throughout the video. I'm just going to see here. Where did I stop? 9:46.
People have proven.
Oh, of course. So I stopped there because I didn't think there was anything really more to be gleaned from it. Like, this is the video, how to say AF channel. Like, okay, this whole video is you bitching about not getting money and it's not being good enough and how you're going to have to quit YouTube and blah, blah, blah. And then you keep bitching, like, give me money so I don't have to quit doing YouTube. I have 200,000 followers, but I need subscribers, I need payments, I need money. Pay me, please. Like, that's all the video is. Very, very pathetic, in my opinion. So he tells people, oh, this is how you save the channel. I gave $2 monthly to Sam Hyde. Don't lie, you greedy parasite. Oh my God, he's so unhinged. Wait, I need to hear this.
You, the viewer, know for a fact that YouTube and social media in general has only gotten so much worse the past year. It is so censored and so hard to have fun on the internet nowadays. It's so hard to preserve the idea.
He's sad. You can't be openly racist. That's why he's sad.
Of freedom on social media.
Like, I agree. There was a freedom back in the day when everyone was anonymous, when it was a wild west on the internet. I miss those days at times, but I don't at the same time. Like, we wouldn't have YouTube if still like we would have YouTube probably, but it wouldn't be what it is today. You couldn't make money. Oh, I actually need to fill up my water bottle. You couldn't make money on the internet really back then. And that's really the difference in the end between Web 1.0 and 2.0. Is you could actually generate an income online. It was possible, but very, very labor intensive. Very hard, very labor intensive, very taxing to do. It's much easier these days, though, and that's the difference. And then 3.0 is just, how can we make this worse? How can we introduce artificial scarcity? That's Web 3.0. Artificial scarcity. Thank you. Perfect. Everyone loves scarcity, don't we? Okay. Angry Foreigner. I blatte talar. Give it to me. Why are you begging for money?
It has definitely gotten harder and rare for free-thinking voices of discussion to exist on social media. And yet, you're not willing to do anything other than consume.
It's harder on mainstream social media to be a lunatic. Yeah, that is harder. Free thinking? You don't need the internet to be a free thinker. There are plenty of forums if you want to be a free thinker, you know? Plenty.
Consume, and bitch. You're not even willing to chip in, even at a level that a welfare case could afford. You're not even willing to give away $1 a month, one cup of coffee a month, to fight the censorship and make sure that the few rare voices out there that haven't gotten banned yet can still exist.
Wow. But you're not important. I'd rather I'd rather tell people who are on welfare to not do this, you know, to keep their money. That's what I would tell them. But who am I, you know?
And that's the real problem with cancel culture, that none of these money grifting, ass kissing influencers are gonna tell you. They're gonna dress up your ego and make you feel special for watching them, instead of being honest like a dad and telling you when you're fucking up in life.
You're fucking up by not giving you money? Your audience is fucking up by not giving you money. That's what you're telling us. That's the issue in their life.
The problem isn't cancel culture and social media censorship, because I've already proven to you that I can work around it.
Sure.
Because I'm still here, aren't I? That's not any luck of the draw. That's me doing my research for years.
You have 206K subscribers with 15K views on this. On you declaring your end of YouTube?
And learning how to duck and dodge new rules that are put in place. I can actually do that. I'm not on this website because of luck. I can stay online as long as I'm gonna be alive, but I can only really do that if there are people out there that actually value what I do and consider it hard work. I can only...
Okay. Here's why it's luck. A lot of people think YouTube, period, is just luck-based. That's not true. There's a component of luck, of course. You need a video to pop off. You need to stumble upon some things at times, probably. You know, you need to be first on the ball. You need to all that stuff, and that's all true. But it's not the entire story. For some people, it is luck. The stars align as you post a video on a topic that you are interested in previously, and it pops off. You know, that's luck. It does, even if you have a, and we're talking about 2014, I believe. Was that when this channel was created? I think it's 2014. I'm just gonna check. I can't check. Here we go. Yep. April 10th, 2014. So back then, it was very easy to pop off. And I said this in the other story. Very easy to pop off if you're, you know, on the Gamergate side. You know, very, very easy to do that. If you said the right things, if you like had the right opinions, and it popped off easily. It was good drama content. That's luck. You can, however, not just mitigate for it, you can plan for it. You can do your research. You can do your analysis of the field or of the market. You can listen to Ludwig. You can listen to Mr. Beast. You can listen to anyone else. Like, there are a ton of people who just tell you, like, anyone can pop off. It is not luck. It can be luck, but it doesn't have to be. And I actually do believe that, to some extent at least. I'm sure there's still like a luck component, but Jimmy Beast, like he said, the algorithm is people. The algorithm sorts for what people like. If people don't like it, why would it source for it? You know? And I can see in my own analytics that my channel is being pushed more and more, and which feels nice. Not everything is or it's not pushed more perhaps, but finding the right audience for my videos, it seems. So that's nice. And that's kind of the thing with the algorithm. it is not always a negative. But still, anyway, it's not all luck, is my point. But Angry Foreigner is clearly overconfident in his abilities. It's all luck for him. It's only been luck for him. Otherwise, why this discrepancy? Like, there can always be discrepancy. There can always be one video here that doesn't pop off, one video there. But then we go to his new video. 10 days ago, 7.7K is all he has there. Like, it's not happening again. You're not getting up the ladder once more, okay?
I only do this if there are people crowdfunding my channel, because that's the only way, literally the only way, it can be profitable enough as a job. But for some reason, people just don't want to take me seriously and respect what I do as a job. And that's sad, because that means nobody gets to watch anything anymore. And it also means I don't get to have any fun making content for people.
Or any fun making content to people? Why would... Like, I'm not getting paid for this. I've made, what, $15 total off of this? I am making this because I find it fun. This is a hobby for me. I'd be streaming even if I had 0 viewers. I've done that on multiple occasions. It's more fun with viewers, of course, but you know, I'm doing this because I find it fun. What I don't find fun is editing. That's my Achilles heel, which is why if I ever get enough money to hire an editor, I'm doing it.
Anymore, because people don't value it enough for it to matter. So now I have the definite proof that what I do simply doesn't matter.
True. What you do doesn't matter. That's completely true.
Hard road downwards into the spiral of hell for the past years as I've been battling online censorship and trying to make this channel work. I've also had regular subscribers tell me repeatedly that I am boring, uninteresting, and that my content sucks. And that's why I'm not getting any views or any audience donations.
Like, you're not... You are boring. I'm not laughing because you're funny. I'm laughing because you're so pathetic. Oh, if I'm ever this desperate to suck up the crumbs from my audience so that I can feed myself off of this? No. This is a privilege if I ever get there. This job, that's a fucking privilege. Leeching off your audience like that, with a dwindling audience at that, not good.
I used to think that these people are just trolling and working to make me feel bad because they suffer from Marxism. But now I realize they're actually the only fans that have been honest with me this entire time. They're the only people who...
This is interesting, actually, that he admits as much. That no, they were honest. Okay? So what you're doing right now then, if they were honest... and you admit that they were correct. No, I was boring. Then start from scratch. Go, okay. I need to work on X, Y, Z. I need to be more snappy. I need to be more humoristic. I need to have jokes, perhaps, maybe. I need to do better at editing because the editing completely sucks. Like, you've been on this static image, or you have, where are we, 1636? You're like on B-roll from like community production of the homeless man on the street. I don't know. You have B-roll of like what is this? with a moving background. You have a woman sleeping on the bench, like, oh, I'm gonna be homeless soon if you don't pay me more. Like, how long are you gonna be on this? From 1445, like 2 minutes on this static image, mate, bruh, come on. I think we're here.
People anymore because people don't value it enough for it to matter.
No, 1636.
So now I have the definite proof that the only fans that have been honest with me this entire time. They're the only people whose words have been followed up by...
Wait. Also. Wait. We can actually... Angry Foreigner, Social Blade... Like, we can monthly gain subscribers. Like, he got 1,000, then 2,000 dropped off, and then he got 0. Oh, he lost 1,000. He gained 0. Lost, 0, lost, 0, 0, lost, 0, lost, 0, lost. Like, it's not 1 month. He gained 1,000 subscribers. Whatever happened here, okay. This was 2 years ago. 2 fucking years ago. More than 2 years ago. Almost 3 years ago by now. This is 3 years ago. Almost to the date. He lost. Like, he hasn't gained any. He's just been going down. Views. Like, okay, he removed so many videos that it's hard to tell from month to month. That's a good strategy if you want to obfuscate. Like, if I show this graph to people, like, how many views does this guy have? And it was like, oh, he had something here, but then 0. No, actually. This is 152. That's 4 million views. Like, it's... Like, he still got views. He just didn't get any money. But yeah, it's dwindling views. It's going down. Well, that's mine.
A consistent reaction.
But yeah, he didn't. So people were telling him, like, you're boring. Why the fuck are you keep doing this? Quit doing this. Get a job. Do something else. You're not entertaining. Fuck off. And he saw the graph go down and down and down and down, and he kept on like, no, they are wrong. No, you need to be honest with yourself in this kind of environment.
Reality, where actions speak louder.
Ego
than any
is
words could.
the enemy here.
They're the only people whose words aged well. Those so-called haters turned out to be right, and if I would have listened to them a long time ago, I could have saved myself the suffering.
Costs
and the
nothing,
great
helps with engagement,
loss
motivates,
that I've
introduces
endured
others.
because I kept going. The most honest and consistent feedback I have ever gotten from my audience is that what I do is worthless. It's not interesting, and it sure isn't funny. That message fits my objective personal reality a whole lot more than anyone deluded enough to give me a pointless compliment. I get a lot of those, by the way. I get people telling me that I changed their life so much for the better. Telling me these grand details about how I gave them self-esteem that they didn't have before. And how I've played such a big, crucial role in their intellectual development. And yet...
This is criticism. He's leveling criticism at his audience. You claim that I transformed your life, that I gave you confidence, and yet you don't give me money. Okay. Okay. How do you think they're gonna give you money because you're shouting at them? How can you give me pointless praise that I changed your life and not give me money? Like, fuck off.
You can't even be bothered to give anything back. Not even the bare minimum.
Aww.
You can't even be bothered with a $1 subscription so this channel doesn't have to go away. That's how you show your thanks for someone changing your life drastically in ways no one else has?
I have plenty of people I can say they changed my life that I do not give money to. What the fuck?
According to you, these aren't my words. You people can't tell me that what I do matters and that I've meant anything to anyone. Because
Why?
there's literally nothing there to prove it. All you have are empty words that don't affect my reality.
Sure.
Because I don't live off of vanity. And you have to be a complete piece of shit to think that someone should be grateful for compliments while they're expected to live super poor.
Here's the piece of the puzzle he doesn't seem to grasp. When people give you a compliment and say, hey, you changed my life, you gave me confidence, which, really? If this is where you got your confidence from, I'd question it. What he's missing is they're not saying, you should keep doing this as a full-time job, or this is a great thing for others to experience. No. Maybe they even gave you money at the time, but and then at some way down the road, they said, or they came to their senses and went, oh, I was so fucking stupid. How could I listen to this moron? And you're right. You're right for coming to those senses. But that's what Angry Foreigner is missing here. He doesn't understand that time changes people's perspective. Especially on people like you. Especially after this video. Like, who watched this video and went, that's my guy, guys. That's the guy I want to donate to. He seems to be so happy and grateful for the things we give him. Like, I am grateful if people just watch my videos. I am grateful for having people in the audience when I live stream. Like, I recognize most people stream to a zero audience. Most streamers do that. Like, they might have one or two waltz in. So I'm grateful for having one person watching me live. That is enough for me. Angry Foreigner, he would have screamed at you for not being grateful enough. How dare you not give me money? Don't give me money. Please. I beg you. Do not give me money. If you want to help me, subscribe, like, share. Don't give me money. I am a nobody at the moment. I will start to ask for donations, if at all. Like, I don't like asking for money, unlike Angry Foreigner, but if I were to do it, it would be way beyond this. I would probably try to get on White Forest, their website thingy, and have donations through that primarily. You know, that's that kind of route. I wouldn't go begging. That feels uncouth.
You might be that vain, but I'm not. I don't sustain myself with food made up of empty praise and the words of strangers.
You might be so vain to think that your praise will sustain me. Joke's on you. I'm so vain that I demand your money.
Do you know how sickening it is to have someone praise you to the skies while your work leaves you poor as shit and without an impressive resume? Without
an impressive resume?
While your work leaves you poor as shit and without an impressive resume? Without even something you can put on your job application that makes it look good?
Bruh. That's on you, motherfucker. That's on you. What are you talking about? Nothing to put on your resume? You depends on the job, you moron. But I understand why. I think I understand why he deleted all his videos, except for the e-begging one. Or for some reason, it's so that future employers won't look at it and go, "Oof, I do not want to work with this idiot." Nothing to put on your resume. You have I think at some point he must have been even higher, but you have an over 200K channel. That is not nothing. And you spoke, I think most of the videos were in Swedish. The main issue I have is that you stream in the middle of the night for me. I can't watch you regularly. That's okay. I forgive you. The reason I do that is because I am in Sweden. And I can't really do late night streams that much because my girlfriend sleeps there. So I will, once I get the ability, I'll try to stream more late nights. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's not bad to have a day schedule, as well. So whatever. Anyway, putting something on your resume is quite easy if you have if I had a 200K channel, I'd approach media companies. I'd approach consulting firms. There's absolutely work skills that you have learned about the algorithm, but it doesn't look like he's learned much since he's failing. You can build on that to something if you want to, but you don't want to. That's the problem is that he doesn't want to do anything else. He wants to have this power. He likes being in front of the camera. That's the problem here. He's too fame hungry, but I want to say fame horny.
Imagine being a homeless person and someone expecting you to have your whole day changed because you gave...
What is this? What the fuck am I looking at? I know what this is. I'm gonna check something here. Did he dox himself? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna go see what we find here. I'm not gonna show you guys though. Just to be clear, I'm just gonna check up. I think that's actually. That's him. Okay, sure. Sure. Don't just display it, of course.
Especially a compliment about how important you are.
So if you want to call him,
no, we're gonna make this simple instead. Help me decide what my one and only full-time job is gonna be. If
not
you really want this channel to continue, then don't give me a one-off donation. Instead, understand what this channel is as a media company. Understand that the only way...
I have nothing to put on my resume, but this channel is a media company.
Angry Foreigner show can exist is if people understand that my salary is crowdfunded. The audience decides how much money I make.
If you really understand that the audience isn't interested in this, you'd quit.
Help me have a stable salary that gives me the strength and stability to make stable, regular uploads. Just look for the links in the video description and sign up with an intentional, better than Patreon.
He's reading off a script. And he's reading it so slow. This would have been half the length if he actually just didn't repeat himself constantly, cry about his income and cry about his audience being a bad audience for not donating more money. He's told us that 5 times here.
website take a smaller percentage so the creator gets more. They care more about freedom. They care more about fighting cancel culture and keeping people on there that don't always have the most broad platforms. And these platforms are way better than Patreon because they care about freedom and your information at the same time. How can people seriously ditch me after storming to Patreon and not choose a better option after? That's just a year later and I still can't figure it out. All you have to do is sign up for $1 a month. Makes a huge difference if I can get at least 600 people to do it. And then you can realize that's the only way the Angry Foreigner show can continue. I'm going to need to see at least 600 people signed up in total. And that's still not even a percent. That's still not 1% of my total audience. But since I'm not a greedy grifter slimebag stereotype...
Wait. You're not greedy? You're telling me you're not being greedy here by demanding money from your audience? Is that how you don't... Okay, guys, I'm not going to be greedy, but you fucking have to donate to me, okay? If you do not donate to me, I will quit my hobby. So donate. Because I'm not greedy like Tim fucking Pool, okay? That's not me. So you donate to me, okay? So I can become him.
Too nice of a person. I'm just gonna ask for what's enough. The bare minimum.
The
Nothing
Sweden
fancy.
report.
Not even something big and special that I deserve. I don't even...
Oh, that I deserve. What are you, the fucking royalty? Are you the king of Sweden? Are you Kung Carl Gustav? Is that you? Do you deserve this? Really? Is that what you deserve?
Need that. I don't even need 1% of my audience to care. I just need enough.
Wait.
If I can't even have that, then what's the point of anything?
And I would just like to thank everyone.
Did he really think this one through? I don't think he thought this one through.
Who has been supporting me thus far. Really no exaggeration to say that the dozens, barely over 100 people that have been giving me money on a regular basis are the sole reason why I've been able to upload this much this far. You really make all the difference in the world.
Bruh. Like, there's a few dozen of you who are good people out there. But the rest of you, go fuck yourself.
And it's been great. I understand that it's been hard for people to keep...
What is this? What are you doing here? What are you, what is that? The pyramid? Pyramid power move business. Isn't that a thing? No, the hand pyramid. Yeah, no. Yep. There we go. That's like a version of... Yeah, see, she's doing it as well, like this. Like, I understand it's not a... I understand it's hard to know what to do with your hands on camera, and there are a few tips and tricks you can get when you're learning public speaking. Like I've done a lot of public speaking in my days, so I've become quite comfortable in front of a camera or an audience or whatever. I think the biggest audience I've spoken or performed in front of is like a few hundred people live. That's quite a lot. It's a sea of people, and it didn't affect me at all. I didn't. It didn't matter how many people were in the audience. Whatever. You learn quite a lot, quite quickly, that your hands feel unnatural when you have an audience. You don't know what to do. Here's a tip, because this looks fucking psychotic. You look... Oh, let's do this. You look like you're a fucking villain. Like, you look like the Joker. Like, plotting your plans. There's 20 people of you out there who are good people. The rest of you needs to donate more so that I can keep doing this privileged job that I deserve, you know? And I'm not demanding more than I actually deserve. Like, you're a fucking villain, okay? No. What you should do if you're... zoom in again. Don't have to be that out, zoomed out. There we go. What you should do is this. If you're standing and you're worried about what you're doing with your hands and you're just talking, a lot of people grab a hold of the podium they're talking on or talking at and just stick their hands there and they clam them shut and they never move them. Bad move. Hand to the side and just... That's all you have to do. And your hands all of a sudden feel a lot more normal, a lot more natural. It doesn't matter. It's okay. And if you have to, just move them around a bit. Just move the fingers around a bit. Just keep switching fingers. That's all. That's all you have to do. But this fucking thing, please donate to me or I quit. Like, what is this? A nuclear threat? Fuck off.
Keep up with various updates to what's happening with YouTube nowadays because the algorithms and the censorship is just so ping pong and how much people miss out
censorship. Censorship. No, social. What's the thing I was? Oh yeah. Now this is censorship on YouTube, right? This is like he was barely cracking 10 million 2 years ago. And now cracking 10 million is the regular a month. Like he's going down, but that's probably because people are tired of it. But clearly, YouTube isn't censoring far-right ideas, okay? That is ludicrous. Ludicrous.
So I hope this becomes the ultimate update.
And by the way, if YouTube is censoring right-wing voices, and you're such a fucking genius when it comes to the algorithm, like, you should be able to counteract that. But obviously, you do not understand the algorithm. Period.
Reaches everyone. And on that note, I'd like to inform you about something else that's going to be important moving forward on how to fight shadow ban. I would like you to become addicted to clicking the like button on my videos. Now, I understand...
Wait. Like, again, he's it's so fucking... It's so fucking funny that he keeps bitching about this. Like, I'm quitting. Give me money. I'm quitting. Give me money. I'm quitting. Like, become addicted to clicking the like button. Here's another secret. You do not have to click the like button. Watch time is the important metric. That's the dirty secret. It's not a dirty secret. It's not even a secret. It's a well-known thing, actually, that watch time is the important part, is the important metric. And to show this, I had this video. Can I just... Should I go into advanced mode? We can go here. Where is OBS? There. I had this video from how long ago is this? Or whatever. It's not the greatest retention rate here. Actually, it is quite a good retention rate here on this video. 100% of viewers are watching at around the 30-second mark. Mr. Beast says if his guiding philosophy on YouTube is if less than 70% of viewers aren't watching after 30 seconds, you're doing something wrong. You're failing. It's not a good video. This video then, Sloppy Seconds Thoughts, had quite a good... Oh, wait, actually, I want to see that. Yeah, you can see this has less views, but this popped off earlier. Like this was first 7 hours. The first day it had 313, while this on the first day only had 30 views. But then the algorithm's like, oh, hey, wait a minute. Well, it's 44%, well, whatever. You know, it's... Something happened and like, whoop, it pushed it. I got quite a lot of views from that. And then this video, which is the important video here in all this, it doesn't have that many views. It's above average, as you can see here. Or 412. However, damn it, it's sinking. But you can see it's above average retention rate. And that is what I'm looking for. It's above average retention rate. That's all I care about at this moment as I'm doing YouTube. Clearly, this guy doesn't understand that because he seems to think it's about likes and stuff like that. That helps. That helps push the video, but retention rate is the important metric. I'm actually planning on going quite late. I think I'm gonna do a what is it called? A group viewing of Ukraine on Fire, the Russian-backed propaganda video by Oliver Stone on the Maidan revolution. But I'm afraid it's going to be copyrighted, so I'm going to... Like, I remember hearing about a website. I remember seeing a website quite a while ago where you can watch things together while I'm not showing it on stream, you know. So we're going to try that perhaps because I want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it by myself because it's also like it's texted in Russian and texted Ukrainian, and my attention span is going to be diminished. So I'm going to have to do that on stream, able to focus, I think. So that's what else I have planned, and then we're gonna watch this, and not all of it probably, but he's so fucking funny at the moment. I don't remember him being this funny. I remember him just being cringe, but here he's cringe while desperate, and that seems to be a recipe for humor for me. Okay.
And this sounds like a YouTuber stereotype.
Wait.
What? Shadow ban. I would like you to become addicted to clicking the like button on my videos. Now, I understand this sounds like a YouTuber stereotype, but I need to inform you that this makes a huge difference nowadays. It's an algorithm update.
No.
They changed the system
he's wrong.
so that engagement really does matter in
Yeah.
how far
Yes.
a video reaches both my own audience and new audience.
That's true.
It makes the message spread out. It directly
But it has nothing to do with the like button.
Anything from
Only.
liking, leaving a comment, sharing the video with a friend, all of that stuff helps out a lot. And
Sharing the video. That's sure, but you're asking a lot from an audience who's not willing to pay you even.
Sound like a stereotype. Okay, I'm aware of that. Yeah. I'm aware of the YouTuber asking for likes. It's not about approval.
Whoa. He's aware of the stereotype of YouTubers asking for likes. But dog, begging for money? That's even a bigger stereotype. That's embarrassing. Like he's trying to obfuscate from the past 23 minutes here. No. The bigger stereotype is begging for money. Okay? That's the bigger stereotype here.
Okay, it's about the views. And I would like this
No, it's about the money for you.
Video to be the ultimate update video, so at least you can help out by leaving a like so it reaches all of my other audience.
Well,
and
wait. You denigrate people for giving you praise, for not giving you money, but now you say, "Oh, wait, just give me a like. That's all I need. Just give me a
you
like."
can help out by leaving a like so it reaches all of my other audience. And let's see what happens with the Angry Foreigner show.
Yeah. So I thought this is gonna be the end. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be like stopped here. This is gonna we're gonna move on from the Angry Foreigner. Well, it seems like he put out another video complaining about something, I'm certain.
Hi everyone. Since this might be the last time we ever get to see each other,
Like you said this in the last video.
I'd like to speak more honestly about what's been going on.
You said this in the last
video. Why
video.
the videos are gone and what will happen ahead. I'd like to offer more context to the situation, which seems to have confused many. If this is going to be my last video of all time, I'd like to
this is the last
inform
video.
the people who truly matter on how I feel and the general backstory. First of all, I'd like to say thank you, a big thank you, to those of you who have supported me over the years. The ones of you who are actually respectful of me and what I do for a living. You guys have always inspired me and made me happy to do this.
That's not me.
You don't have to give me money for that. The sheer respect and motivation I get after interacting.
Wait. The sheer respect is enough? Dog. You were screaming that people weren't donating to you, that they were giving you their praise. But that's not enough. It's empty words. But now it's enough? Now the respect is all I need. Fuck off.
With good people that have good intentions. That good energy speaks volumes to me. And you should know that.
Yeah, you should try to you should try to emulate it.
Started losing money years ago, but you're just so awesome to me that I wanted to keep going, even though it was to my detriment. And now it's just gone too far.
He started losing money years ago. Like, I understand. Like, okay, if I were to happen to be privileged enough that I could live off of this, then fucking hell, I'll take that chance. Okay, I'll do it. But I understand. It's a fickle economy. It can go up one day and go down one day. You don't quit your day job until you make sure that it's really happening, But yeah, if I was to do that, and then I started noticing that the views aren't coming in, the subscriptions are dwindling, the ad revenue isn't coming, the donations aren't coming, whatever have you, okay? If I start noticing that, then I'll either have to correct my production or get a second job. But I understand you don't do that the first week, the first month. You have some capital saved up so you can, like, for such events. Okay, sure. But years. And then they probably had like one video do better, like a few thousand views better than the other videos they put out during these years. And it goes, yes, I'm back, baby. And then down again. Like, it's no. Ego is the death of YouTube. If you want to be a YouTuber, I do not think that you can have a big ego. You can develop a big ego, but you need to keep it in check. You need to be honest with yourself. You need to be able to look yourself at your own video and go, I need to change this. I need to get better. I need to do better. I need to listen to criticism here. I don't think he did that.
Well, I have good news and I have bad news.
He
The bad
admitted he
news
didn't
is
do
that
it.
my call for help didn't work. I now have 250 supporters in total on my donation sites.
Aw.
And I thank you wholeheartedly for
That's
this
a
support.
good.
It means a
That's
lot.
a good income. Be proud of that. Like 250 people donating $1 each. Good enough. That's a good side gig. Focus on like one video a month. Do it better than the other ones. And then maybe you can rebuild the audience trust. But you don't want that.
But I did ask for a minimum of 600 people in total
You
to
didn't
keep
give
doing
me
this. So this still
enough.
leaves me far below minimum
Wait. Hold on. He asked for 600. He's almost at half that. So split the difference. 1 week a month. That's almost for half the month's payment then. If you ask for 600. You mean you can't have a side gig that you work 1 week a month? Dog. If this is all you need, which like it wouldn't be enough for me. Like that's I don't know where he gets these numbers, but whatever. This is a good side gig. Keep it then.
wage. But this isn't a hobby. It's a full-time job.
No,
consisting
it
of
is a
several
hobby now.
Jobs. Researcher, journalist, writer, comedian, actor, video editor, subtitle translator. Each of these qualify as a full-time job in their own right. I do them all by myself, always have. Never hired anyone since I've never been able to afford it. I've never made that much money doing this. It was never about the money. So
Which
I've been
is
pretty
embarrassing
happy earning
with 200K
relatively
followers.
little, just enough to get by and no real riches. But then my living standard got so horribly low I can't even survive at all. At this point I'd earn more money editing other people's videos than I do my own. It's just not sustainable. The only good news is
Okay. So you do have something you put on your resume. Video editor, which is, if this is your quality, I wouldn't hire you.
that we can still turn this around. I haven't given up yet, because now that I've announced the progress, maybe more people might still wake up.
What?
And if they do, I'll be happy to bring all my videos back. They're set to private at the moment, and I can make all my videos public anytime that I want. If there really is enough support to see this channel going, then I will be happy to do so and restore my channel to normal. But otherwise, unfortunately guys, I'm gonna have to take down the channel and focus on a different career. And that means that it's just not a good resume to keep all the videos up. If I truly am gonna be done with YouTube...
Yeah, I told you. I said it. The reason he removed the videos is because he's looking for another job. And he doesn't want people to be able to find his opinions that easy. They are reprehensible to the general Swedish audience. That is why. But dude, call up the Sweden Democrats. Call up Jimmy. You have him on speed dial. He's above your mom on speed dial, I'm sure. Just call him up and say, hey, can I get a job? And they go, no, fuck off. But it's possible.
I need to move on to a different job then.
He's like, think Gamergate and then think the worst, most reprehensible opinions. That's this guy. Like the Gamergate, quite broad. I was in Gamergate myself. It wasn't a monolith when it came to right-wing opinions. It was broader than that. It started off broader than that, at least. This dude is part of the reason why like hyper-focused it into a right-wing movement.
I need to be done with YouTube. I'd rather not be punished by that past. But I'm prepared for anything, and I'd like you to watch until the end of this video before you make that decision to support me. Because I would like to describe what kind of changes you can expect on this channel, and what I will be able to...
So is the channel dying, or is it not dying? Like, why are you so fucking schizo, dude?
...for you with your donation, if you choose to invest your trust in me. We will get into that later.
You know, we can actually, let's see here. Right. Of course. I have no idea what this podcast is. Actually, we're going to do Angry Foreigner. Let's see here. Not his... This is the Sweden Democrat, the far-right nationalist TV channel, by the way. 2 years ago. And this woman... Oh, yeah, there. That's her. This is her. On the eve of the victory, or of the election, where the Sweden Democrats went they became the second biggest party in Sweden. She is drunk off her ass. And see if you can, if the non-Swedish, non-German, I should say as well, speaking audience I have can recognize what she says here. It's not important, the rest of it. Whoa, yay. Give me the wording? There we go. Okay. Oh my god! Get to it. Here we go. Helgseger? That's her. So she is thinking she's among friends, you know. She's among friends saying Helgseger, or she corrected herself to saying Helgseger, which is Heil victory. That's who, they're talking. So I think you can get your opinion on, or you can glean this guy's opinion based on that.
First, I'd like to explain what happened to my channel over the years and the quality of the content. I looked at the comments on my video announcement, my latest upload. A lot of you said my videos aren't funny anymore, they don't stand out, they're not informative, and they've lost their edge. You've also pointed out my production value has been getting lower and lower.
Okay. So maybe this production value, which was dog shit, and so is this, was maybe... Oh, sorry, I mean this production. But yeah, I mean, look at it. You can barely see what the fuck is happening here.
Well, let's talk about that. I'm certainly not above criticism, but I can only really be understood properly if you don't stress through this video. So, in order to avoid misunderstanding, do watch this video until the very end when you have time to do
We'll
so.
see.
This is the last time we're going to be seeing each other, after all. So allow me...
Is it? Is it really? Are you really gonna quit now? Are you really telling me you're quitting? Please.
To address the recent controversy and how my community reacted to the announcement that I'm forced to quit YouTube due to lack of funding. Quote, "Nobody owes you money, bro. I don't care what you've sacrificed. Nobody owes you money, bro.
Yeah.
You are so entitled. Nobody owes you money, bro. How dare you take down all your videos and not let us watch them for free? Also, nobody owes you money."
Wait. Okay. He deleted his videos, which is idiotic, by the way. It's fucking stupid if you understand YouTube. At any point, someone might happen to put in the correct search term that serves YouTube your video. Like, you can have a video laying dormant for years, having like 10 viewers or whatever. Nothing happens, and then pops off for whatever reason. And you need that. That catalog is important. What he should have done, if he was serious about this, was declare, hey, I'm going to start a new channel instead. Because there is an issue with old channels being categorized by YouTube already as one thing, and then if you try to pivot, it might be hard to retain that audience towards your pivot. It's a transition you have to make. Hunter Avalon has made that transition. It's a time-consuming transition, and you have to really stick to it. I don't think Angry Foreigner did that here. So what you can do then is start a new channel with the information you have, and it's going to be easier for you to get a video to pop off. But this, please.
Also, I can't believe that what you do is a full-time job. That's pathetic. You should only do this as a hobby, because something as simple as you do should only be a hobby. Even though you've already explained numerous times, it requires the time and attention and effort of a full-time job.
It required time and attention of several full-time jobs, according to you. And lots of people, present company included, do YouTube as a hobby. You don't have to treat it as a full-time job. You can lower the expectations or lower the quality, which you have done, obviously. Lower the amount worked. Like the reason I'm streaming, because I did have a channel before. I did have another YouTube channel where I during the era, where I did video essays. And the reason I'm not doing that now is because I'm fucking lazy. This is lazy. I am lazy. Be lazy. It's okay to be lazy, especially when you're not getting paid for it. Take the years, be lazy, treat it as a hobby. Maybe it can pop off again, and you can go back into being more professional about it. But dude, you don't have to do this.
By the way, nobody owes you money, bro, for this full-time job of yours.
No.
End of quote.
It's not a full-time job.
That's literally how the Angry Foreigner community reacted. I gathered the top comments here, and I am disgusted by the amount of cowardly strawman argumentation that
There's
is
no
taking
strawman
place
here
in this comment section. Turns out my community was way worse off than I could have imagined. I guess thanks for the reality check. You people didn't even watch the video. You didn't even want to listen to me and lend me basic patience when I'm struggling.
Dude, I have proof I watched
You just got really mean and entitled as soon as I told you why I'm completely drained and poor. Now let's do a quick recap.
Get a job.
What my video announcement
Stop doing this then. Get a job.
was about, so that you can get a better context to why I feel.
We're gonna watch until I'm bored. We'll see when that is.
Let's explain the backstory briefly to why my channel is forced to end. In 2019 is where my problems really began. Censorship got a lot worse, and YouTube started shutting down recommendations for political YouTubers. They wanted to crack down on conservatives and any right-wing thought after Trump won the election.
Wrong. So fucking wrong here. During Gamergate, there was a change in the process. Because YouTube were recommending fucking Nazis to people. And the money people got scared. Of course they did. The algorithm was broken because it shouldn't keep you in that kind of a rabbit hole. That's the problem. Keeping you in the same enclosed circle of people? No. No. Fuck that. So I understand. I understand why they did the things they did. I understand that it's good in certain cases, at least, in certain aspects, at least. What they also did, however, is that they demonetize anything political unless you're a big traditional news channel. Those fuckers can get away with whatever they want, but not the regular person. That's the issue. Try talking about gay people positively. Try talking about homosexuality positively or neutrally even. Try that and not get demonetized. Good luck. It's been proven over and over again that happens. So right-wingers are bitching about nothing here, okay? Nothing.
which sent a lot of tech giants into a panic. The algorithm also started responding to jokes like hate speech and shutting down videos when they're too funny, too wild,
right.
too
Of course.
crazy. And at the same time, I started losing financial support. Both of these factors are why it became harder to make funny and unique content.
I did. I tried everything. I'm so desperate. I've tried everything.
I had no support by the people to help offset the loss of revenue from the censorship. Without continued funding, it became harder to keep being unique and funny. I mean, it was called the adpocalypse for a reason. Around this time, you basically couldn't earn money on ads anymore if your content is even remotely not family friendly. So no, I don't earn any money keeping my videos up. And I don't earn any money from monetization. I have no idea why people believe that YouTubers have so many streams of revenue. I've told you numerous times, my only income since 2019 is crowdfunding.
That's the problem. Like, so change? Like, why did you? It's so stupid. It's really, really stupid. And that's why I think. That's why I. Oh, by the way, wait. Go to Kick. Then go to Rumble. Find another, like, an audience. You'll absolutely be able to find your audience there without having to e-beg this much, probably. People more, or a platform more to your liking, probably. But still, having one revenue stream is fucking idiotic. Imagine having only one revenue stream and hanging everything on it, and it's not even a good revenue stream? Bruh. Like, if you're Hassan, yeah, you stick to one revenue stream, whatever. You're getting millions from donations. Great. Keep it. You're not getting money. You need money from some other way. Sell merch. But you don't have the skills for it, so you have to pay someone, and you're too greedy for that, or whatever.
And now the algorithm would work harder to censor funny and unique content.
Sure.
From 2019 and onwards, my financial norm became watching my salary become smaller and smaller by the month. I have talked about this many times, and then a year ago, I officially got cancelled. I was banned on Patreon and lost the absolute majority of my income. When I was banned on Patreon, my audience completely abandoned me during the worst low in my entire career. And
okay, I speculated last time when I watched half of the other video that the reason people didn't follow him to Coffee or whatever other websites, OnlyFans, who cares? Who knows? The reason for that is because they signed up at one point, then they forgot that they had that subscription. They stopped watching him. They didn't remember to cancel. And then he got banned. And nobody knew. That is what happened. Guaranteed.
The only reason I ever got for this abandonment is that you are too lazy to sign up on a new website. This isn't even my own wording. I literally get comments confessing to this, that it was too much to ask to spend 2 minutes of your time signing up on a new website. It's just insane.
No, it's not. Wait, I need to actually. I say this out of love and respect and hoping you the very best. Yes, honestly. Dude, you're you're clearly talking to a narcissist. This is narcissistic, textbook narcissistic behavior, by the way. You're talking to a narcissist, trying to, make them feel better. The only way that you can make them feel better is if you agree and if you do what they want. So, whatever. I agree with Zombie CSST tutorials. Comment of you're dude, why are you cutting off here? whatever.
get comments confessing to this, that it was too much to ask. It's just insane to me because, see, it's not about the money, obviously. You people were already donating to me on Patreon. You could afford to support me. You could afford to keep the channel going, make sure I don't have to live with constant stress and poverty. You people were already donating to me on Patreon. You had the money, you could support me, and then when my Patreon got deleted, you were literally just too lazy and uncaring to spend 2 minutes registering on a new website.
Oh my god, and this is the level of quality you can expect from Angry Foreigner. He has the parentheses here, but he doesn't have it here. But there's no continuation here. It's like, this is the end. Just add the parentheses here. Why is there a space here? What are you doing? This is the quality you're demanding money for? Please. Please.
Transferring the support there.
Are you drunk and transferring?
I'm not kidding, and I'm not being facetious. I'm not making anything up. I've seen all kinds of excuses made up on the last video in the comment section by people who have no clue about what's actually going on.
Oh, this is funny as well. This is funny, actually. Did he watch my video? Wait, when does this come out? Let me just finding the things I need here. There we go.
People have proof.
Stop it. So this came out a month ago, exactly October 15. My video came out 13 days ago, November 1st. And then this came out November 5th. So he had 4 days. He probably did watch my video, actually. Because there's no way he wouldn't. Because I show... can just find... Oh, here we go. So I showed this. This is the desktop audio. Look at it. He's not recording. He's... going up.
He only declared my book.
You can see there, like it's two different lines of the audio there. And if I show you this now, look at the disc. Look at my audio here. It's mono. It's equal levels. So it's not a. It doesn't matter which headphone you have in, or it doesn't matter. Like it's just easier to handle on YouTube. And then we can see
going on behind the scenes.
There is no fucking way. You cannot convince me at all that this is not due to me calling him out on that. I'm gonna have to do something here. So if he can't be bothered with the fucking parentheses, there's no chance that he's bothered without being called out. The Angry Beggar, that's actually, oh my god, that's actually a good title. I'm going to steal that. Thank you, Scream Dream. You were the one who told me to watch the other video, right? Because we finished watching it, actually. We're watching his new video. Such a funny lol cow. Yeah. I think he watched my video on him, actually. I have a sneaking suspicion on that.
Oh, it's the financial crisis. Oh, but your supporters are all on welfare and autistic. They're poor. Oh, but just never-ending excuses.
He loves his audience.
You know how I know it's all bullshit? Oh. Because I already had all the support I needed to continue the channel. Oh. The ban shouldn't have changed anything. Mm-hmm. There is no logic to this. Enough people were already donating to me on Patreon. When I got banned, I just needed them to take 2 minutes out of their day to move to a better site. And the only reason they didn't do this is pure laziness. And now you watch my latest video and you're literally offended that I'm not treating you nicer than you've ever treated me. I have people complaining about my tone, about feeling bad, about feeling abandoned. When
no. I'll defend you there. You're absolutely within your right to feel offended, or not offended perhaps, but feel abandoned by your audience. Sure, go ahead, have whatever feelings you want. Don't demand money for it. Like, what?
The motivation for everyone
stop
leaving
begging.
when cancel culture
Stop
struck
bitching.
is just pure millennial stereotype consumer laziness. Now I've seen people literally admit
Consumer
to having
laziness.
zero consideration for my life and my well-being. You couldn't give a shit less than I was in hell. You could.
Correct. But also, what is this demand for a parasocial relationship? Why are you demanding a parasocial relationship like this? Like, I love you guys. I love my audience. Sure. I'm not your friend, though. I am so not your friend. The things I show you on stream is but a exaggerated version of who I am. But he's demanding the parasocialism. Bruh.
Couldn't give a shit less that literally the majority of my income disappeared and nothing good happened after. Couldn't be bothered to take 2 minutes out of your day and sign up on a new website. That's just insane to me. You act like you care about fighting cancel culture when you're literally so lazy you can't spend 2 minutes of your day signing up on a different website so you can change someone's life. Well, you changed mine for the worse. And don't act like these harsh words are so unacceptable for you to hear, you snowflake. I am so sick by the entitled refusal to see actions and consequences for what they actually are. So get this for your head. When the majority of my audience abandons me for really no reason, yeah, I do lose my motivation, my happiness, and my drive. Every time I've seen someone else be the victim of cancel culture, their fans rush to their support and often even make sure they earn more after being cancelled than they did before. Sargon, for example, has more supporters after being banned from Patreon than he had on Patreon. His Subscribestar is doing better than his Patreon used to do. And that's something you always see.
Okay. Sargon, what should I say? Whatever. Sargon realized that, hey, my core audience are neo-Nazis. My core audience are fascists. My core audience hates democracy, hates immigration, hates not being, I don't know, able to punch a black guy on the street willy-nilly, able to force their wives to do whatever they want. Like, that's his core audience, he realized. So he leaned into it. Because he was dwindling. He had a dwindling audience on his YouTube channel. Whatever. He had a dwindling audience on his YouTube channel, and he leaned in to the fascism, to the Nazism, and his core audience followed him because of that. You're not doing that. You're just bitching. His content isn't very interesting. There's only a few people would bother following him to a new donation site to support him. He simply doesn't warrant that kind of passion. It's very simple, really. Yeah, no, he is arrogant. He has an inflated ego. He thinks he's the shit. He thinks he's so damn important for whatever movement he thinks he's representing. Fascism. That he thinks he's entitled to money. No, you bitch, you're not.
When a free speech YouTuber gets cancelled, so how come
free
it didn't
speech
happen with
YouTuber?
Me? Well, I asked that question, and now the community is telling me I don't get to criticize them about it. Now they're telling me I'm entitled, while at the same time whining about my videos being taken down. So I'm entitled, even though they
No. So people can. It's perfectly fine to go, oh, why did YouTube delete this video? Why did they demonetize me here? Or I did nothing wrong here. Like Dylan Burns is going through this right now with harassment. And he's like, what harassment? I'm talking about global leaders. I'm talking about Putin. I'm talking about like what harassment here, but they won't tell him. So, like, it's okay to bitch about unfairness on a platform that you have no input into in terms of monetizations or in terms of rules or regulations, whatever. Perfectly fine. That's not what you did.
Expect my work for free, even though I've been losing income trying to make them happy over the past year.
Why are you
even though they abandoned
cutting
me
off
and
here?
I never abandoned you. Now my audience claims that I only care about money. I literally told you people that I kept making videos for you even after you abandoned me. I remained polite as I kept reminding you, and I worked harder than ever before, even after I lost the majority of my income.
I was being polite. You were making videos despite going negative, despite being in the red every month. You kept making the videos. Not because you thought, hey, this is fun, I'm going to put this out, I think it's important. No. Because you thought, if you're being honest with yourself, if you look yourself in the mirror, you thought it was because the money train was going to roll in any day. Any day now. The money train is going to back up to my house and just going to... And it's just going to be a mountain of money, you know? Or gold, whatever you have you. That's why you did it for years. Because you still had an audience willing to pay you. Now you've lost them. Now you bitch. Be honest. Stop fucking around. Just... Could I get this guy on a call? Maybe. That would be fun. That would be fun.
Income. I kept making videos for you guys just because I like it so much. I don't fucking deserve to be told that it doesn't matter and that I don't deserve shit for it. And that I'm in the wrong for doing the right thing. I literally told you in that last video I kept going even though this has been a financial loss for me for so many years. Even though it would have been smarter of me to invest those years in a more stable career, I literally sacrificed my own savings, time, and suffering to make you people happy. And all you have are the most cowardly strawman responses ever. You have the nerve to call me entitled and claim that I only care about money after all of this. You have the nerve to call me entitled and claim that I only care about money, even though you haven't been giving me any. And even though I'm so nice, I kept going anyway without it. You don't get to show that little respect for me and then wonder why it's draining. When I had the majority of my only income removed, I stayed polite and lighthearted. And I humbly reminded you of your...
Oh my god. I was trying to show you the cat, but he was up here earlier. I think he wants food. I think that's why. You want to say hi first? Or do I have to feed you? I'm probably going to have to feed him. It looks like. He doesn't want to jump up? You want to jump up? You want to come? No. I'm going to have to feed him, unfortunately, before I can continue this. Or he's never going to leave me alone. So I am back in, like, give me 5 minutes. Like, just give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm not going to keep this playing because I am not Hassan. I'm not that kind of streamer, okay? I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay, let's continue hearing how little an angry foreigner really cares about money. How it's not about the money, but unless you give him money, he's not going to do it. But it's not about the money, but unless you give him money, it's not going to happen, okay? But don't say it's about the money, because it's not.
your commitment. I wasn't rude and entitled in the slightest, even in the face of total doom. Despite that, this video announcement
Total
got
doom.
minimal
You live in Sweden, motherfucker. You'll be fine. I've been there.
support. It had the same amount of views as the first call for help video, so I know I reached my audience, but in the end only 50 people cared.
Aww.
And that, sadly, wasn't even close to enough. You knew what happened with Patreon, and you just didn't feel like registering on a website again. You had no rational reason, and no empathy, no consideration. You were happy to let me be poor and not get any reward for all the work I've done all these years. So my income
But it's not about the money, boys.
was lower than ever before. Despite that, I kept working harder. I kept committed to making people happy, and I gently reminded them
Wait. You've admitted. I just watched you like minutes ago, quite a few minutes ago, but minutes ago, saying that people weren't happy, that people were complaining, and that you didn't listen. That's what I heard not that long ago from you. Why is it not doing what I want? There we go. From you. And now you're here saying, "Oh, I worked harder. I became better. I improved." And what did I get? Nothing. Well, obviously your audience didn't agree with you, dipshit.
whole year of the situation with Patreon and Subscribestar. So many times, in both public announcements and shorter segments in regular videos. Any way I could, I reminded you politely and kindly how crucial my situation still is. I even made sure to take the Excel document with all the emails to all the Patreon supporters that Patreon gave me when they banned me, and I sent an email to each and every person that used to support me, and nobody cared. You really took me for granted. Even when you knew I was at my lowest and worst point ever, none of you wanted to help. Then you have the nerve to think you can judge me when my patience finally runs out after a year of induced poverty, and I finally tell you honestly about how it's impacted me. You have the nerve to claim that I don't deserve money because I'm not polite enough towards the community that abandoned me and has zero respect for me, when I actually went out of my way to sound nice. During the entire past year, I've been struggling. I've done nothing but sound nice. I'm on my way to remind you politely and frequently. Now that I call you out on it, you have the nerve to blame my tone for the lack of support. A tone that was never there before. During the entire year, I was asking you kindly and politely and no one listened. You don't listen when I ask nicely, and you don't support me at my worst. But you think you're above criticism. What is that?
What? Above criticism? This is your audience. This is your audience telling you, fuck off. Don't do this. We don't like it. We don't care. This is the audience you've cultivated. You have, for years, talked about, like, okay, you know what? I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say that. I should say. I shouldn't say that you've talked about this for years. However, I haven't watched you, and that's why. But I know that your audience, if you didn't tell them, at least someone else that they listened to told them that you have to be a self-made man, that you need to be strong, that you need to stand up, that you need to be, not bitching about money. If it's not working for you, change. If you're not getting money from that, change. Do something else. Your audience isn't the type of people to respond kindly to bitching, perhaps? Perhaps. Maybe. Maybe.
Other than a spoiled audience of brats that takes you for granted.
You're a fascist, of course.
You forced me to get your attention by removing the videos and releasing a crisis announcement.
Of course.
Precisely because being nice to you didn't pay off. And what I find truly disgusting
How did
about
this
the
pay off for
Anglophone
you?
community is that I can explain to you how exactly this is a full-time job and why. But you didn't even listen.
No.
So many comments claim that this is just
So okay. Again, you're going in circles here, but it's only a full-time job if you make it that way. We're watching this guy stupid video, Tommy, because I find it funny. Period. That's actually the only reason. Screen Dream in a previous stream told me, "Oh, you need to react to this," and I'm like, "Fine, whatever." Because I remember him. I won't say I used to watch him really, but I have watched a few videos of his, and I have been like, he has actually been quite big on the Swedish Angry and on the Swedish political scene. He has not been a nobody. Gudrun. Yeah. That's him with Gudrun Schyman and a dude's name I can't remember. Malcolm Canue. Gudrun Schyman is a legend in Swedish politics. Like when you hear when a Swede talks about feminists, this is who they're talking about. Like that, she's going to be remembered in the history books of Sweden. You know, she was first the party leader of the Left Party. Can we get an English, perhaps? Yes, we can. Then she founded another party, the Feminist Initiative, which they got some momentum, but they never really got the momentum they needed. She has, like, you can't deny that this dude was not, a massive might be too strong, but big. Malcolm Canue, I think he's like a reporter, something. Swedish writer and blogger. He writes publication Aftonbladet, Fokus, Göteborgs-Posten, Samhälle, Kvartal, Unheard. Whatever, American Affairs even. He has a podcast. There is, like, he's not a nobody. He's not massive, but he is someone at least. The point is, this dude. Oh, and this was in 2019. How fitting. Was someone. But in just a few years, gone. And now he's begging. And I find that very funny. And I'm reveling in my cathartic Schadenfreude. Is that Schadenfreude? Enjoyment of others' pain. Schadenfreude, and how do you pronounce that?
Schadenfreude.
It is Freude, okay. Schadenfreude. That is what I'm doing. If you want to watch that, watch it. If you don't, sorry. I'm going to keep doing it because I'm actually having fun.
Just a hobby I should be able to do on the side. What the fuck would you know? You're the biggest coward I could think of. You can't do any of the things I do, and you won't even listen when I'm explaining how much this full-time job takes. Yet you're trying to convince me to keep doing these videos and keep them up on my channel, and you're trying to convince me that it's worthwhile, but you can't even respect what I do as a job. So how am I supposed to believe that it's worthwhile? And how am I supposed to have a reason to respect you? I don't want anyone this disgusting in my audience.
It's your
this is
audience.
The most disgusting double standard I could ever think of. You get to bail on me and call me entitled at the same time. You get to pretend that being too lazy to sign up to a website is not a big deal, and that you have no personal responsibility for what happened to this channel, while you casually removed all of its funding for no reason. Well, you are the worst kind of follower a person could possibly have. So why should I be motivated and happy making content? There might be a lot of good people in the Angry Foreigner audience, but there sure aren't enough, because they're outnumbered by this parasite.
Oh, and by the way, Tommy, not everything is about learning. Remember that. Sometimes it's okay to just laugh and have fun. sometimes it's okay to forget politics altogether, immerse yourself in a video game, in a movie, and whatever, and not analyze everything critically. You know, while you're watching Batman, what is it, Dark Knight Rises? While you watch that, you don't have to think, oh, but that is the NSA spying on us, and that is bad, and that makes Batman bad. You don't have to. Oh, Batman should invest more in the local blah, 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 blah. You don't have to. You just enjoy the movie at sometimes. Have that analysis, but don't do it always. It's fine. It's okay. Just enjoy it.
Site consumer millennial stereotype that thinks nihilism is a good moral defense. You know, I like this comment.
Oh,
it really
you like
put the
this
finger
comment.
on the problem.
Which is why you cut it off.
Damn, dude, I think you should quit YouTube for your own sanity.
I agree.
I've heard of the parasocial relationships before, but to see it flipped like this, a creator being so emotionally dependent on their subscribers, thinking we have a real relationship, including loyalty and love.
Why are you cutting it? Like, you're demanding money. You're reading something here. You're demanding money to make these videos, and you're cutting off the text here. Like,
it's honestly disturbing. End of quote.
oh,
Yeah, that's funny. You're right. It is delusional to expect any sort of loyalty or even basic empathy or respect from the Angry Foreigner community.
Correct.
Your top comments consisted of telling me that nobody owes me money and that everything is my own fault because I expected more from strangers. Those strangers being you. You won't even use the language to accurately refer to yourself because you're so jaded and irresponsible. But yeah, those strangers are you. You're literally telling me I was stupid to be nice to you. That it's my own fault that I acted selfless and made sacrifices to make other people happy.
Correct.
Therefore, I don't deserve to have anything good.
Hold on. I don't think anyone ever asked you to sacrifice your life for the channel. Nobody ever did. Nobody demanded that he made this a full-time job. That's on him for thinking he could. There are thousands of people like this, by the way, who have tasted success on YouTube and is chasing it. And I think that's dangerous. I never want to be that person to chase YouTube success. Horrible mindset to have. I'd rather just, keep it a hobby if that's where I'm ending up. Own your choice. And this, by the way, a lot of people, like, they get 10 million subscriber big, but then the audience, the retained audience is like 500 to 1 million people, and they quit. They don't feel like it's enough for them anymore. However, had they stayed below 1 million and just reached 1 million and it stayed there, and it just, like Red Letter Media, if you look at their channel, consistently they only have 1 million only. No. So you have, like, sometimes they're cracking 1 million, but it's barely between 500 and 1 million. 500,000 and 1 million is where they usually end up. Sometimes they go below that even. Few times they rise above it. But their earliest videos got 10 million views. And there are quite a few people. There are at least 3 full-time employees. I think there are even 4 full-time employees. Because I think Jen, who was there in the beginning, is working back behind the scenes only now. Whatever. At least 3. Sharing that profit. Like, it's not a good profit for 3 people with a warehouse doing what they do necessarily, but it's good enough, and they have a Patreon that's very well funded. But the point that I'm getting at here is, if you go above 10 million, you can't look at things from your own life. You have to look at it from just black and white. Where am I at? What can I afford? Is that good enough for me? or do I need to do something else in order to sustain my livelihood? But if you're a 10 million YouTube subscriber and you get like millions of millions and millions and millions of views, and you get the good revenue, going down to 1 million viewers, that's going to take a toll on your ego. And that's where it stings. Not being willing to change. Which Angry Foreigner absolutely isn't. Own your choice in life. And do what is right for yourself. You make a good case for not supporting your content, I agree. It seems more like abuse, like being a feeder, keeping you in misery. Getting a job that can support you sounds like a wise move. You're right. Doing something nice for society. Like I talk about politics. I want to change society too. I wish I could change it quicker. But this is delusional. I'm not doing this for society. I'm doing this for myself. Thanks for the life lesson. I'll make sure as many people as possible know not to make that mistake ever again. Don't speak out. Don't do good things for strangers. It's not worth it. You're not doing good things for strangers here. You're delusional. That's what happens.
Man up, bro.
And by the way, textbook narcissism.
Personal responsibility.
And you think I'm entitled if I were to ask for money to keep going? Personal responsibility, even though you don't even have the personal responsibility of finding out how a job works, apparently. So many people have told me I'm stupid for expecting loyalty and anything back, so would you feel motivated to make content for an audience like that? There's no love there. There's no camaraderie. There's no masculinity, that's for sure. There's no
like I said, fascist
community nor purpose.
I wonder if this has something to do with his ideology. Like being a fascist, I wonder if that spurs this on. This feeling of being betrayed. Like his audience isn't loyal enough. Fuck off. Loyal. Psst.
As everyone is just looking out for themselves anyway. And despite your outrage, it's fake and only confirms what I talked about. How my community is the only reason to make me feel like everything is meaningless. There was never any community. There was never any reward or any way to survive potential difficulties that would show up along the way. During this entire 7-year-long career, there was never any chance that my audience would save me if I ever got cancelled or if I ever wound up in danger. Because there was never really people that cared. That's why I was abandoned at my worst. That's why the message from the community is,
we don't owe you anything. And we don't care if you got banned on Patreon. Even if the reason is that we're too lazy to sign up on a website, you're not allowed to tell us that. Even though you've done more for society than any of us ever.
Oh, the entitlement. Oh, I cringe from it. Fuck off. Again. What? A worker. I'll throw a stone at a warehouse. At a group of people. And the person it lands on will be a more positive impact on society than Angry Foreigner's ever been. Bar none. No, not bar none. Like I could hit Jimmy Åkesson perhaps. You know, Björn Söder. There are a couple of people. But everyday people? No.
Will, by raising awareness upwards in the millions. Even though you're speaking up about issues none of us would ever have the balls to talk about in public. We don't owe you anything.
Oh, this reminds me actually of someone. This is okay, Tommy. You said we don't learn anything here. I'm gonna prove you wrong. This reminds me of a. I was at a what's it called? Anyway, in my capacity of a student union, we were in the National Student Unions Associations, whatever it's called in English or in Swedish. I don't remember actually. We were at that gathering, that meeting once a year to elect a new board members, elect presidents, vice presidents, stuff like that, and just are what they should work on for the coming year. Whatever that's called, an assembly. And I wasn't the best on trans issues back then, so I made a joke to a trans person. And that didn't land that well, obviously. And that person, at the end of this entire weekend that we're there's a last gathering, the last assembly of the whole weekend, and they're like, okay, here's what we did, here's where we're okay. Thank you to everyone who came here. Does anyone have any last words? And she comes up, and she goes, with tears in her eyes. Her whole speech is about how lucky we are that she's stronger than that. That she's so strong that she will keep on going. And at the end of her speech, the whole assembly rises and applauds. And me and my douchebag friend look at each other and goes, what? Okay. We don't care. Go on. Have at it. But like everyone applauded, and we're like, this is narcissism. She is going up there and saying, I am stronger than you. Like, that's all it is. This is the same shit. I don't know if you learned anything there, Tommy. Sorry for lying to you, but this is the same kind of behavior. This is like, what do you call them? Woke scolds, SJWs. This is it. This is what they do. This is how they act. This is why it's bad. Entitlement.
Even though you made personal sacrifices just to keep us entertained for years longer,
nobody was entertained.
We don't owe you anything. Even though this was a greater loss to you than it ever could have been a win, we don't owe you anything. And if you would like to see this 7-year-long career of yours pay off, well, forget about it, because we don't owe you anything. That's why we've been comfortable giving you less and less money for years, while demanding more and more production value out of your content. Because we don't owe you anything, not even basic consideration, not even the basic intelligence to understand how money and production value and work and payoff operates.
You're the one who don't understand it, obviously. They're not the one who ran a sinking ship thinking they could repair it while it's in water, You have to get up on the dry dock to repair it. You can scoop out as much water as you want. It's still gonna sink eventually, okay? You're the one who did that. They didn't. But they're the ones who don't understand business? Come on. Just your business model sucked. Is the truth. You're just too cowardly to admit it.
So now you get to answer this. Who in their right mind would ever feel motivated making content for people like this? Who could possibly feel joy, creativity...
Oh, and by the way, good editing, production value. That's kind of a given. Like there are different levels you can be on, But if you're having 6,000 subscribers, people demand a certain level of production value to your videos. So it's like I have 167, I believe I'm at now. People don't demand a good production value. I've gotten a lot of comments about my production value being higher than I expect for someone of my size. That's the response you want with the production value. It should be better than they expect. That's all they need. But they expect quite a high value for 200,000 subscribers.
Activity, motivation, and
it is what
even
it is.
The comfort of being authentic and bold and standing out with your content. Who could possibly feel any of those good things when these are the working conditions the content is produced within? In addition to this, The typical generic thing for the average Angry Foreigner fan who takes up the community space and
Hater.
leaves comments seems to be asking stupid questions like,
Why you wear nail polish?
as if they never heard of personal taste. I have these supposedly heterosexual men who care about politics and important issues acting like catty bimbo female stereotypes, gossiping whores. They leave comments about my hair. They complain about my hair. They complain about my facial hair, about my clothes, about my fashion sense, about my music style. They complain about my personality, my appearance. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I didn't ask to be rated like this is a top model thing. You people are the most metro, ungrateful consumer stereotypes I've ever come across.
He means metrosexual. And what it means by metrosexual is gay. And what it means by gay is faggot. Okay? That's what he means. Welcome to YouTube. I got a comment like last week or something. Let's see if I can bring it up. This is just so funny to me that he has no understanding of how this works at all. At all. Can I not get... Can I search? Filter. Oh, okay. And back. Here. I got this comment. Get a hair transplant and go hit a gym, little bro. The gym? Yeah, I am chubby. I'm a bit fat. I'm a big guy. My muscles aren't where they should be, you know. I could use to hit the gym. I'm not gonna lie there. But I'm poor. I can't afford the gym. I could go out and run. I could do, but I'm lazy as well. So I don't actually have an excuse. But I want to excuse myself still. But hair transplant? Dog. Why? It's too thick. Seriously. I've always had horribly thick hair. If anything, I need a hair thinning, okay? I have too much hair. But the point is, who the fuck cares? Nobody, strangers online. If it was my girlfriend, it was my friends, if it was my mother, if it was people I know personally, maybe it could hurt me. Maybe it could actually affect me. But strangers online? Unless I believed it, unless I agreed with it, unless it's true for the reasons they give, because just saying something like, I don't care. Just saying something without a reason behind it that I can actually say, oh, that's true. It's just words from strangers who know nothing.
Man, what kind of community of men who care about important issues make this feel like a gossip kindergarten where you're more busy commenting me than commenting on the video? No, it's not fun to read your comments. Those types of trivial, pointless judgments and the lack of respect to not even consider what I do a job. That's the norm of what I have to put up with in the Angry Foreigner community. Okay? So maybe now you understand why I'm talking about the community the way I do. I'm not against the audience, and I'm not against the people who are respectful, even though...
Okay, we're gonna skip a bit.
I don't know. It's an asshole. We've ended up here.
Oh! I'm actually curious about this.
I'm not fake. Where we've ended up here, where you expect me to be funny while you're disrespectful enough to make me depressed. You expect me to be unique while you invent
depressed people are often hilarious. Like, if you have a sense of humor and you become depressed, bruh, hilarious. I can't wait until I know that it's short before I die. Like, I can wait with having a deadly disease. I can wait with that. But when I'm older, when I'm 80 and I'm sitting there, I'm going to make so many death jokes, it's not even funny. It's going to be funny to me. It's going to be funny to some people that understand what I'm saying, that understand why I'm doing it. But depressed people, like, they are the funny ones. What the fuck are you talking about?
Any reason to shit on me and everything about me.
They're shitting on you.
You expect higher production value while you're making sure I earn less and less money. Then you wonder what happened to the humor in my videos and why production value got
Is the light
lower,
out?
And you
Did they stop? Did the light of humor, of joy in your life just go out? Aww.
use all of this as reasons for why I don't deserve that much money, don't deserve that many people donating to me, when that alone is the reason, that lack of support in my audience is the reason things went downhill to begin with. What a disgusting cycle where I can just never win. It's just somehow always my fault that you don't care enough. Then you wonder what happened to the humor in my videos. You can't even be respectful when I'm stating my very valid reasons for losing motivations and taking down my videos.
Oh, no.
And that proves that it is all your fault, not mine.
That tone, all your fault. I've never liked this this image, because I always find it to be I'm gonna use a Hassan term here, unproductive. You know, it's a very unproductive way of orienting or stating your opinions. You know, male tears. But I don't think I've ever experienced a video that is so well applied to this meme. This is male tears all over, you know? It's the only thing it is.
And I can blame the audience legitimately, because you don't get to act like you never heard of the word crowdfunding before, or like you don't know what censorship is, that these are tougher times. You don't get to act like I never told you what I need to continue. I used to love doing this when I felt respected. Then it became clear people take you for granted, and that's where you noticed everything you're complaining about. But please, tell me more about how that's not your fault. Even though you're serving most of these people your content for free, they will speak to you like you're shit who deserves nothing, and the moment you're human enough to suffer, to act like you never did anything for them. I don't care about making money and getting rich off of this.
Toxic
I care about being
gossip
treated
train.
with basic respect and how I'm talking to you. You clearly don't know how to give anything
a
back,
toxic
even
gossip
those
train.
abstract concepts, and yet you're calling me entitled for it. Numerous people have left a comment saying nobody owes me anything. Simply doesn't matter how much good I've done for society. It doesn't matter how much I've sacrificed for the audience. And it doesn't matter how nice I've been to strangers. Okay, well, what a great lesson to learn. So that's the only thing.
Quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true, though. Just as long as it's entertaining to you. Right?
Don't try to do anything nice for people you don't know, and never do something without financial profit, because then it will be a complete waste of your time.
No. That's not nobody that you've shown on screen, Angry Foreigner, have said, don't do anything not for profit. They've said, don't do this for profit. You shouldn't do this for profit. That is what they've said. You're just bitching to bitch, okay? I'm sorry.
Nobody respects you, because nobody owes you money, bro. So you can be ahead of the times and enlighten over 46 million people. You can do more for society than I could ever accomplish. But nobody owes you money, and you don't get to bitch when your free speech virtue signaling audience.
I have to hear that again. Oh, that is like... What am I... Oh, it's volume. That's why.
Because nobody owes you money, bro. So you can be ahead of the times.
ahead of the times? No, you were in the times. You're past the times. You are a dinosaur in the digital space. Nobody cares about you anymore. Now, fuck off. Ahead of the times? Really? Really? Oh, but the Sweden Democrats are... Yeah. But nobody trusts the Sweden Democrats. Seriously. Nobody actually trusts the Sweden Democrats. That's not what I wanted. There we go. No. It's almost what I wanted. I need to go to Twitter, it seems. Here's how, here's how bad Sweden politics are. Swedish politics, I should say, are. That we have the second biggest party not dominating any political questions. Can I dock it, perhaps? Thank you. They're not dominating any... like here, this is the right bloc. This is SD, the Sweden Democrats, the Nazis. They have one question that people are like, they set the agenda for that question. And of course, it's immigration and integration. Of course. The rest of the agendas, like healthcare, school and education, law and order, climate, climate, national economy, elder care, energy politics, environment, and labor, I guess. The Social Democrats dominate with their ally party, the environmental, the Green Party, lagging behind. But this somehow is the second biggest party. They're not the second biggest because people trust them more. In fact, in fact, you have the Social Democrats massively dominating the Sweden Democrats. Massively. But I am actually... Okay, oh yeah, we can see here. Like, it's trailing behind way back. And the moderate party, the Conservative Party, it's not that far behind them. Like, you have not been ahead of your times. You've been right in them, and then they're gone, okay? That's what happened. This has nothing to do with you.
And enlighten over 46 million
Enlightened.
people. You can do more for society than I could ever accomplish. But nobody owes you money, and you don't get to bitch when your free speech virtue signaling audience abandons you because you got cancelled. Even though that is objectively behavior they would shame in anyone else. Even though that is objective speech virtue signaling audience abandons you because you got cancelled. Even though that is objectively behavior they would shame in anyone else.
For people they like. They don't like you, bruh. And also, how many philosophers of great societal importance, how many authors of great societal importance died penniless? Answer, most of them.
But these men will just react like catty women when they're called out on it. And literally make up any straw man argument to ignore the actual truth of what I said in my video. At least my audience deserves to know the full story of what happened and why I lost the joy of doing this. The Angry Foreigner community killed the Angry Foreigner channel. It's not about the good ones out there. It's not about the many nice people I met and talked to who knew how to act right. A lot of you people I'm very grateful for. I have nothing but love for you. You don't need to get offended by a video because
Whatever.
you know I don't. The problem is just that all you good guys
This is like not all men.
were out in the corner community was a real life community, it would be a ghetto. You just have all these self-serving parasites who don't try to help anyone other than themselves.
And whose fault is that? Okay, we're gonna end it here. I don't think we're gonna skip a bit, but I'm gonna say this. Whose fault is that? You're the one who's cultivated the audience. This is your audience. Like, not only Vosh, but he's the one I remember. But I know other people have. I think Kyle Kalinske has talked about this as well. Maybe they talked about it together. I don't know. But essentially saying you have to prune your audience. Once you grow to a certain size, and because I've understood that that YouTube is like you ride a wave, and then the wave ends. And what you do then is very important. Like you can take Asmon Gold, who covered like every single day. He covered the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, like religiously. He grew massively from that. Now, what do you do now? I have no idea. I do not care. But that's the important part. You either ignore who your audience is, and just keep going, and you end up like the Angry Foreigner, or you prune the audience. You make sure that they are behaving in a way that you are approving of. They are responding in a way that you're approving of, and this is important, that you piss off the people you don't want in your audience enough so they leave. So you do not end up like this. Like Hassan is a perfect example of that. It's audience capture. The tanky stuff. That's audience capture on his part. He wants the money. The tanky audience gives him the money. He's afraid to piss off the the tanky audience. So now he's stuck with them. He should prune. But he doesn't want to. And Angry Foreigner was happy with the audience he had, as long as they were giving him money, as long as they were positive towards him, despite him not actually enjoying them. He should have pruned. You need a purge every now and then.
They don't care what happens to their environment. They don't care about any greater ideals or issues. So why is anyone surprised that this type of community ruined?
Says the guy who's about to abandon his platform, where he speaks to still thousands of people, like 17,000 on the last video. So you don't care either about your principles, obviously.
My motivation, my individuality made me the community. Upset by my videos disappearing. You don't get to make any judgment about my character as a... I mean, why not? Is that any different than what it's been like before? Raising awareness on important topics. It's just I'd like to do it in a more fun way and vary it up with contrasting content that provides variety and some personality to the channel.
And that's the issue. Like, he doesn't understand YouTube. Obviously, he doesn't understand YouTube. Obviously. And I love that he in the beginning of this video went, I know how the algorithm works, and that's why I'm here. And yet you say that, I want to spice things up. No, you actually have to hyper focus most of the time. Not hyper focus, but you have to focus. You have to be consistent. You get an audience based on what content they like. Let's go to traditional TV here. Oh, sorry. QI. I love that show. I used to. I haven't watched it at all in a year, more perhaps, whatever. They Okay, what's his name? Stephen Fry. When he started, like when people tune into QI, sure, they're there to watch Stephen Fry and Dave, whatever his kick's name is, the constant panel attendee, and then you watch other comics, like try to guess what the answer is, or sometimes they know, give some interesting tidbits, whatever, make jokes. That's what you get, and then Stephen Fry gives you the actual answer, and he like jokes back, and he like do stuff. But the important point here is the format stays the same from one episode to the next. Maybe it deviates a bit, but it stays consistent. You have to be consistent in what you give your audience. You like if they expect you to talk about immigration at all times, if that's what the audience you built, which it was, that's made majority of the 200K subscribers. If that's the audience you've courted, then you have to keep giving them that. Nostalgia Critic discovered this at some point. He was tired of being the Nostalgia Critic. He was tired of reviewing old movies, so he wanted to move away from that. The audience didn't follow because they weren't interested in that. They were interested in him being the Nostalgia Critic. Period. So he came back to Channel Awesome and kept doing it, you know? That's what you have to do. Make a second channel where you do the other stuff, but be consistent with this channel, you moron.
I haven't been able to do this over the years because it's not profitable.
And by the way, that is why you have second channels. So, like, you can have the main channel where the big things are, and then the second channel where a smaller audience, a subsection, and sometimes actually the second channel grows larger than the main channel because that topic has a bigger audience, whatever. You know, but you don't merge them. That's the problem.
YouTube changed its algorithm, so you're forced to post the exact same category of content, otherwise it won't recommend to your audience. YouTube actually wants channels to work like topics. So
No. They want channels to work like programs. Live streaming, I would actually akin more to channels, TV channels. I can be more, like I can have different things that I talk here about here, but what I upload to my channel then has to be like consistent in its quality and in its not topics, but general area, perhaps, you know?
So they actually want you to spam the same thing over and over and over again.
Again, no.
Otherwise, your notifications work even worse than normal. So if you vary up your content, the algorithm knows it's different and doesn't recommend it to as many people, recommends it to way less people. You're actually punished for varying stuff up by the algorithm.
But you know the algorithm.
Varying things up wouldn't
So
save
change.
my channel, like many of you have been saying. If people don't want to think of what I do as work, then sadly that's all the answer I need right there.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to find out. All I know is this site has changed a lot since I started making videos, and the only way I can change with it is by having a safety web in the form of my most loyal supporters. If that turns out to be less than 600 people, then I'll just have to thank you for the time that's been. It's just sad that you were outnumbered by the bad ones, which there are far too.
Again, provide for that audience then. It's a nice side gig. It's a nice hobby that also gives you somewhat of an income.
Too many of in the ghetto, which is the angry foreigner community. The irony of that is just beautiful. And
the irony is that he hates immigrants despite being an immigrant.
That's how the angry foreigner saga ends, with the lesson that all of these free speech, free thinking, open discussion, pro-democracy...
Oh, sorry. It's nothing has happened. I mean, it's been like, okay.
Right-wingers who see the problems with immigration policy that nobody else sees. Oh, you mean to tell me all those guys are just as bad as a ghetto? They have all the qualities and characteristics of a ghetto? They're about as useful as one? Huh. That's a good joke. I couldn't have written that one. Oh well, if there's one thing to learn from all this, I guess it's just what you people have been telling me. The message from the Angry Foreigner community. Don't be nice towards strangers, they will exploit you. Don't be selfless and try to do nice things for society, people won't remember you. Don't care about anything more than yourself. At the end, nobody else is gonna care about you other than you. And the quickest way to losing your idealism is by acting on it.
Oh, I'm so happy I watched all of that, actually. Skipped a bit, but I'm so happy. Oh. This is actually... Like, I don't use the word pathetic that much. It's not a common word in my vocabulary. But this was really, really pathetic. Oh. I can't wait until the next video. He's gonna do another one. He's gonna do another one. Bitching about this. It's gonna happen. Oh, the return of the angry foreigner. Oh, should I have an alert? I need to have an alert on that. There's gonna be an alert on this.
Hi everyone.
Because it's gonna happen. It's just about to. Subscribe. And I need to alert. There we go. See? I am subscribed and I'm alerted. Whenever if things go down, I'm there. I'm gonna be there like black on white. I'm not talking about the porn category. What was that? I got a notification here for something. For nothing. An email. Whatever. Yeah, I have nothing to add at the end of this. I am just awestruck at the sheer audacity to demand this and the hubris that he thinks he's done something for society. I can only dream of having those kinds of delusions. Like there's a small part of me that is questioning if it's not clinical. That is questioning if he's not schizo? Like clinically schizophrenic. He's hearing voices in his head. They're telling him that he is amazing. That he has changed the world. When he's put out a few YouTube videos, been on a panel with Gudrun Schyman. Oh, wow. Ooh. After her heyday, by the way. After she stepped down from politics pretty much entirely. I don't think she comments on it that much even anymore. Like, delusional. Delusional is the best way I can describe it. Hubris. Narcissism. Massive narcissism.